Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Shelly. I am currently teaching second grade in Northern California, and welcome to the party where we talk all things teaching, momming, lifestyle. We love it. Before we jump into the video, if you enjoy it, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. Go down below, subscribe, turn on the bell, the notifications, the whole drill. You know what to do. My guess is that if you tapped on this video, you are like me and millions of other teachers around the world where school is winding down, the learning is coming to a stop, but we still have our kids for about a week, and we're wondering, what the heck are we gonna do to fill our time, keep them engaged, somewhat learning, and make it to the end? Lucky for you, I have some practical, easy activities that you can implement at the end of the year to keep you and the kids moving forward, to get you to the finish line, and they're super fun, super easy. Some are a little bit more intense than others, but that's okay. I want to give you a smorgasbord of ideas, if you will. So, that being said, these aren't gonna be in any particular order. I just kind of have a list in front of me of things that I've done in the past or things that I'm gonna do this year. We're gonna leave it at that. Also, if you have other things that you love to do at the end of the year or that you've tried, please leave them down below. My favorite thing about this community and you guys is that we learn from each other, we share with each other, and we love it. So please, please, please go down, let us know what you do at the end of the year. If you try any of these things, let me know, blah, 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 blah. Let's get into it. All right. We are gonna start with one that my team and I are doing this year that I'm really excited about. You do have to have your team or at least other teachers at your site on board with you in order for it to work the way that I want it to work. And we're calling this art rotation. So essentially what this is you as the teacher are going to plan and prep one art project, that's it. And you are going to give this same art project to as many different classes as you can. So how my second grade team and I are doing it is there are 3 of us, and I will, for an hour, teach my art project to my class, and then we rotate kids, and then I will teach it a second time to her class, and then we rotate kids, and I will teach it a third time to her class. We personally are breaking this up over 3 different days with our schedules. You can make this one whole day. It fills up a ton of time, and you are not planning and prepping 700 art projects. You are doing one, and then you are sharing the wealth and your time and trading kids. You could really do this with anything, but art is easy to do at the end of the year. The kids are engaged and they like it. So that is an idea for you, art rotation. I still have no idea what art project I'm doing, but that's okay. I have a little bit of time. So talk to your team, put this on your list of things to do, art rotation, number 1. The second thing that we are doing in second grade this year is the second grade Olympics. Now, you can get as fancy with this as you want, or you can take our route and do this as minimal prep as possible. Just with the year that we've all had, we don't want to do anything extravagant, but we also want to do this because the kids will love it, and it fills a day. So essentially we have 8 different rotations. I will tell you what they all are right now to give you more ideas. But essentially we have ourselves, our 3 aides in second grade, and we are recruiting a bunch of 6th graders to help us run these centers. And each rotation is 10 minutes. So it ends up being like an hour and a half of our day. And again, it fills up time. The kids are outside, they are burning energy. It's gonna be so much fun. So really quickly, let me just run through the 8 that we selected, and then maybe I'll throw in a couple extra ones in case you hate these ones. The first rotation in our Olympics is the ninja course. We have a really big, large playground, a play structure on our playground. So essentially we're gonna have 2 kids start, we're gonna time them, or maybe one at a time. We're gonna time them, go through the whole course, and then that's it. That's rotation 1. The second rotation, we're doing cornhole / hopscotch. Again, minimal prep, they're already out there. I don't think anyone's ever taught our kids how to play hopscotch, so that's what we're gonna be doing. The third one is something we call Eagle Switch. It's on the 4 square court, and it's a game that they learned in PE, and they love it, and they literally run the whole thing. So we just threw that in there as, okay, that's what you're gonna play for 10 minutes. The next one is the squirt bottle swing station. We have swings at our site where there are 8 swings, and we're gonna have kids swinging and the other kids squirting them with water bottles. We live in Sacramento, it is very hot here, so we thought that would be a fun little throw in for the swings. Then we also have a sandcastle pit, so we are going to do a sandcastle building competition. You have 10 minutes, make it beautiful. Super easy, utilizing things that we already have outside. Then we are doing a sack race. This is super easy because we have the sacks. and it's exactly what it is. It's a sack race. Another station is a paper airplane making and throwing center. So literally all you need is paper and an adult to show them how to quickly fold it, and then they just get to throw it. The kids love this. You could just do this on its own. Make paper airplanes and go outside and throw them. That's another single idea you could use. It takes a lot of time and it's super fun. And one of the centers is a sponge toss. We're gonna have sponges, buckets of water, and they're gonna throw them, catch them, and then take steps back. I think that's all of the centers that we are doing. I don't actually have the list in front of me. That was all from memory. Some things they have done in the past are discus throws with paper plates, the cotton ball shot put, jump roping. You could literally make anything a 10-minute center. As long as you have the bodies, again, we're using 6th graders, you could get parent volunteers to help run it. It is a super easy thing to do at the end of the year that the kids absolutely love. So, insert grade level, Olympics. You're done. Okay, another super popular one, but the kids love it, and it fills all those little chunks in your day in between activities, or you could use this as a main activity, and that is a memory book of some kind. Let me go grab the one that we are using. Hold on. Okay, so let me preface this by saying there are tons of different templates on Teachers Pay Teachers. So I will link a few down below that I like. Go check them out. This is the one that we are using. My grade 2 memories, and then each page they are filling out whatever it is. This is me, my school, my friends, it was the best day ever, my teacher, and then there's an autograph page on the back so the kids walk around and sign it. Super fun. You can go as in depth with this as you want. I've done some extravagant memory books in years past. This isn't the year for that for me, so we went this route. But again, memory books are a great thing to throw in at the end of the year. On that note, while I was grabbing that, I found what we are currently working on, and I love to do this at the end of the year because it's a writing activity. You're still incorporating a lot of skills. We are writing a friendly letter to next year's 2nd graders. And again, you can get as in-depth with this as you want. We are diving deep this year. We are brainstorming rough draft, peer editing, me editing, final draft. We're doing the whole thing. But it's really fun because it's still a friendly letter. You're still teaching that skill, which is really nice. And then next year, my little babies will have this on their desk when they walk in from a 2nd grader in my class right now. So that's really fun. It's also very insightful. You learn a lot about yourself. Apparently I yell a lot, which I know is not true, but they think I do. So we'll just say that's not my fault. Okay, another idea for you at the end of the year. Again, you can go as crazy as you want, but having some sort of board game or readathon day, and then to take it to the next level, you could let kids bring in blankets, pillows, you could turn your desks into little reading forts. I saw somebody on Instagram actually let kids bring tents into their classroom. Totally fine if you want to do that. But the kids are just reading and they're playing. There is a lot of that social emotional stuff still happening, so you don't feel totally guilty, and they love it, and it's a way to fill time. So some kind of just a board game day or a readathon day are great things to throw in at the end of the year. Speaking of games, I'm gonna give you 2 very specific games that you can play at the end of the year. Super easy. Okay, the first one I've talked about several times on my channel because it's a fan favorite. Jenga. Now, you're gonna walk on over or drive on over to your local Dollar Tree and you're going to buy the little mini Jenga sets. Mine are already prepped because I've done this so many times. And then I just store them in little baggies, and you will see that each of the little blocks, I have colored the ends a specific color. So each baggie is a tower. You can do this in pairs, groups of 3, 4, 5, whatever. They build their little Jenga and then they play Jenga. You have to explain the rules, especially for the babies. Then, every time they get a block out, there is a specific question associated with whatever color block they have. What are you doing this summer? What's your favorite summer activity? Whatever kind of questions you want to have for each color, you could just throw it up on the board. You could put it on Anchor. You could do 100 things, but you definitely need the actual Jenga blocks. So they're at Dollar Tree. They're small. They're not as big as you'd think. So go find them, get you a set. You can use these all year long. I think I have about 12 sets. We use them for math, beginning of the year stuff, totally worth it. Jenga is a fan favorite. Okay, this next game, I'm gonna do my best to explain without visuals. I'm gonna try and find a link that explains it better than I and link it down below. You are going to need a hefty amount of hula hoops. So essentially, you are going to create some kind of maze on the ground with your hula hoops, okay? I have done this in my classroom, pushed all the desks aside and done it indoors. I've also done it outdoors. Then you're gonna break your class up into 2 teams. One lines up on one side of the maze. The other lines up on the other side of the maze. Are you with me so far? Okay. Then, when you say go, they bunny hop with their feet together into the hula hoops until they meet, till they get to a point where they are face to face. When that happens, we do rock, paper, scissors. Whoever wins gets to keep jumping through the maze while the loser runs to the back of their line and the next person from their line jumps through the maze. In order for your team to get a point, the person jumping has to make it all the way to the end. So they have to continuously beat the people they come in contact with in rock, paper, scissors. It is so much fun, you guys, because they could literally play this game for 2 hours. It's amazing because it's rock, paper, scissors. You can't really argue it, and they love it. It's so much fun. You can play whole classes versus other whole classes. You can make the maze insanely long, or you can make it shorter. Like, I am telling you, as soon as I learned this game, it went into my pocket of like things that I will do for the rest of my life as a teacher. Like I said, I'm gonna try and find a better explanation down below. If you have questions, let me know, and I will try and do my best to answer them. But we are definitely doing it this year. If you do it, let me know how it goes. Okay, I have one more idea for you. If you've been here, you know what this is gonna be. I've done it every year I've taught, and I swore that I would never do it again because my last year experience was horrendous. However, I am going to do it again because I learned that last year I left out one very important ingredient. So my last activity for you, if you're feeling brave, is to make a class size batch of slime. Now, I have a recipe that I have perfected, so I will link that down below. It is super easy. What I like to do is get a big tub and all the things go in. I pretty much make it, and then when we get to the point where the slime is not sticky and it's fluffy, then I'll let the kids get their hands in there. From there, I rip off big chunks of slime, and there's enough for every kid to have their own chunk, and then they just sit and they play with it at their desk forever, and it's amazing. We will be doing this on the second to last day of school. Now, I will say, looking at my recipe down below, do not forget the water. Last year, I did not put in the 3 cups of water, and it was absolute hell, to say the least. It was so sticky. It was all over the desks, all over the kids' clothes, all over the carpet. It was a nightmare. So much so that I said, I will never do this again. Until one sweet little girl came up to me and said, Miss Coates, you didn't add the water. And I'm thinking, okay, at least it was user error. That makes my confidence higher, thinking about doing it this year. So we are gonna do it this year. The kids love it, and they literally talk about it all the time. I have my first year's babies are in 7th grade right now, and they still talk about it. So if you're feeling ballsy and you wanna try something new, I will have the recipe linked down below. I always vlog that experience, so I will do my best to get that in my end of the year vlog. It's super fun. Okay, those are all the things we're doing for the end of the year. I hope you got something from this video. Like I said, whatever your favorites are at the end of the year, please leave them down below. But I am going to end this vlog here. I love you guys so much. I'm wishing you a smooth sailing to the end and a very, very, very happy summer. I will be seeing you before then, but you know what I mean. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.